like robots and things to do with technology, like RPG games? Check out my review of Robothorium coming up next on Mumbles.
Welcome back. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumble. Today, I am here to bring you guys another game review.
I'm sorry, I can't. I tried. I can't do it in the voice the whole time. But today's game review is on a game called Robothorium. Robothorium is a game that is available for multiple systems. Those systems include Steam, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox. And this game is available for the price of $14.99. Now, Robothorium is created by a studio called Goblins Studio. And this is a studio that has made a couple games to this point. They've done a good job on the games that they've created so far. So this game has the chance to be a really good game because it's created by a really good creator. But what is this game even about? Let me tell you guys what the description of this game reads. Robothorium is a future turn-based roguelike RPG where all your choices will have a direct impact on the revolution against humankind. Gather your team of robots, choose your allies, lead your troops into the next robotic era. So basically, Robothorium is a turn-based game that has some RPG elements mixed into it to try to create a very cool gaming experience for you, the player. But does it pay off? Let's find out in our review. First off, let's talk about the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. First off, the graphics in this game has modern type graphics. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, what I'm saying is that these are the graphics that you've come to expect from games in the industry today. They're nice, they're crisp, they're clean, they're not overly complex, they're not overly beautiful, they're just solid. So solid graphics. Soundtrack-wise, I hate to say it, guys, but unfortunately, this game does struggle from gaming elevator music. Not a lot of impact in the music that they put, and that's when you get gaming elevator music, just music that's there in the background to please the ears. Now, controller-wise, this review I'm doing a little bit different because I tested it on both the computer and the Nintendo Switch. So I can tell you that the controls on both systems work. Now let's talk about this game. Much like many dungeon turn-based games out there, Robothorium kind of has that whole dungeon type vibe to it. You will find yourself walking around, opening up chests, making decisions RPG-wise, but then also running into enemies and having the turn-based aspect of this game take hold. Now, as you go into any combat situation, it will be turn-based. Each robot basically takes their turn. So you have one robot go, then the enemy goes. You have another robot go, then the enemy goes, and so on and so forth until the battle is played out and whoever wins, wins. Now, I want to point out in this game, like many dungeon-style games out there, you can improve your robot battling team. And to do this, you can buy new robots. You can upgrade your robots with different stats. You can actually put different parts on your robots to make their guns and stuff more effective. So you have a lot of customization, just like you do in a lot of RPG-style games that is built into this game for your robots. Now, I do want to stick with the theme of RPG. This game has a lot of RPG elements to it. Now, the main RPG elements in this game is that this game basically presents you with decisions. For example, at one point you may be asked, do you want to let these humans live? Do you want them to die? Depending on what choice you make, the environment around you and the basic story of this game is affected. So in that aspect, there are RPG elements in there, but I would say more it is a kind of a decision-making aspect to this game. Now, the final thing that I did want to talk about is the combat itself. Basically, in this game, each robot has their own abilities that they can use. Some of them are more effective than others. Some basically can attack a whole line of robots. Basically, okay. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in the gameplay section is the combat itself. Combat plays out in this game kind of different from other turn-based games. Basically, your robot and the enemy stand in a line of 3. So 3 in the front, 3 in the back. Now, you have some moves that can attack a line of enemies, but they only attack either the front line or the back line. You can't attack both lines at the same time unless you have a move that allows you to do that. So it basically plays out in lines, and that's kind of a different aspect to a turn-based game that I haven't seen a lot of utilization of. And the other thing I do want to talk about in combat is basically some robots are just better than other robots. Yes, you have all different kinds of abilities that you can apply to your robots and different moves that you can use, but honestly, some moves and some robots you get are just better than other robots. So you're going to have to make decisions based on, well, I need somebody that has defense, I need somebody that has offense, I need this, I need that. I will say for when I played this game, I found that the offensive robots were basically the best to have because when you're killing things, things can't attack you. So we've talked about pretty much everything there is to talk about gameplay-wise. Like I said, you can upgrade your robots, you can do all that stuff. All the stuff that you come to expect from an RPG/turn-based game, you can do in this game. But it's with robots. So you've covered that section. Let's talk now about the cons of this game. Now, the first con that I have for this game is that this game is a bit repetitive at times. You know, you go through all these rooms and things kind of get to looking the same. The background looks the same when you're in a level. Things start to kind of just play out the same way over and over again. And that's never good when you're in any gaming experience. I wouldn't go as so far as to say it's Dragon Age 2 type repetitiveness, but there is a lot of repeat use of graphics in this game. Now, my second and final con is that this game is a little bit left too much up to chance. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, basically, when you're making decisions like, oh, do I want to kill the enemy or do I want to save the enemy or what do I want to do? It gives you a percentage chance of actually that thing happening. And it's very spelled out. Some games, they do this, but they don't spell it out to you. They don't say, oh, you have a 65% chance of getting this. They just kind of say, what decision do you want to make? In this game, they actually spell it out to you. They say, hey, you got a 20% chance of this happening. I don't like that. I think it's a bit too unpredictable and out there. I would rather them almost have that hidden and just let it be, you know, oh, this failed or this did that, whatever. So in that aspect, I don't like that part of the game. Now let's talk about the overall score of this game. Robothorium is a very cool game. It's a very cool idea. It's still in some kind of development, and it is still a work in progress. So this game is going to get better. From the time that I have played this game on both systems, the Nintendo Switch and Steam, I can tell you that I have really enjoyed playing this game. I like building the robot teams up, going through each level. But I will say also that things do get repetitive at times, and it can get tiresome. This is something that really needs work done. If this game gets a lot of work into it, this could be a top-notch game. But in its current state, this game is only a 7 out of 10 game. So yeah, guys, this has been my review of Robothorium. I hope you guys all enjoyed this review. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, smack all those buttons. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. What can I do to improve? What would you like to see more of? All thoughts, comments, and everything is more than welcome. Anyways, guys, this is going to be Mumbles signing off. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.